sweetest little dove. Do you want to come say hello? We're live on Facebook. Look, everybody's here and they want to see you. Girl, I even gave you medicine to try and get you to sleep longer. I guess it wasn't a good enough dose. It really wasn't a full dose. It's still gonna hurt you. Do you see your people? There's Lola. There's Eric. He's saying hello. Let's see. Can I hold you? No? Okay, that's fine. Your really cute little floating head on the screen over here. I'm sure everybody thinks you're just the cutest with your pigtails. Oh, the sweet baby. Bill says hello. We've got Martin. We've got Fat Charlie the Archangel. Hey, guys, my brain. Don't trust my brain to do anything. There's Michael Lim. Hello. There's Christian. Eric says hello, little dove. Martin says hello, Olivia and Dove family. Did you know that I'm making you a dessert that you can eat? And it's not going to make you itchy. And there's Brandon. Can you borrow some medicine? It's infant Motrin. I don't know how much it would help you. Yeah, and there's people talking to you. There's Tony. He says hello, Olivia and the doves. We've got Charlotte. Hi, Charlotte. I am doing well. How are you? Yeah, there's people. They're watching. Let's say hello. There's Derek. Hope you had a great Valentine's Day. Thank you again for the grams. Oh, it was so fun to do the Valentine grams. I think we may do them again for Mother's Day. Well, you'll have to stay tuned and see. Okay. Well, my friends, Fat Charlie obviously is a Paul Simon fan. All right. I will believe you on that. Hello, Olivia, Dove, and Mummy. Hi, everybody. Hi, Steven. It's Thursday. You know what that means. It's time for baking with Olivia and the little dove. Sweet girl. It's hard. We've been having hard naps recently. But we sally forth. Hello, Desirable Vintage. Can you just send me your whole wardrobe, Desirable Vintage? That's what I want to know, because I need everything you guys post on Instagram. I just love it all. Steven, I'm doing quite well today. I got a good, easy workout in. I did my arm toning. I'm not going to flex my muscles because I'm just toning, not building arms. But I did get to do a workout. You're curious, what singer, past or present, would I have liked to send a singing Valentine gram or birthday gram for? Ooh. Charlotte says she's doing great. I'm going to think on that, Derek. Charlotte says she's doing great. You're going for your vaccination tomorrow. Oh, is it your first one or your second shot? My dad has gotten his. I think he got Moderna. It's a lyric from his song called Crazy Love Part 2 from Graceland. Oh. Hello, Igor from Brazil. I love the flags. Hello. That's exciting, Charlotte. I'm glad you're getting your vaccine. It's I heard one of my podcasts, Hysteria. It's a female-led. Oi, tudo bem? Good, I guess. I think you're asking me how I'm doing. Bien? Good? I don't know, but I'm doing great. You love my accent. Well, thank you. It's a mix of things. Your first shot. Okay, I hear the second shot is the worst one. But I know people who've gotten both. And I heard a really good analogy on my podcast today where they said this administration basically got spoiled milk and they're being asked to unspoil it. So it feels slow going. Francis here, baby bonjour. Hello. Bonjour. I think I surprised a few people on the Valentine stream last week when I just started singing in French. I don't claim to be good at singing in French, but I did listen to Edith Piaf nonstop for a week so that I could nail that French verse and lyric. Also, lovely little pinup revolution. This is our Razorback crop top tank top. If you want one, go get one at Lola's Pinup Closet. I love it. It's got kind of a wide little arm, but super fun. I love this top. I just can't wear it if I'm going to a show because it messes up my makeup because the neckline is too tight on me. But we're usually in rompers that we travel in. You had your first shot Tuesday. Great, Tony, yay! Michael, just starting work, but came by to say hello. Have a great stream. Michael, I've got a question for you. Do you have a favorite like cake flavor or dessert? I'm just curious what your favorite treats are. I'm real curious about that. Fala Portuguese. I do not speak Portuguese. I've sung in Portuguese, but I do not speak Portuguese. Can I believe it? Your CD arrived. Yay, Christian. Oh, thanks. I tried real hard on that French part. And I tried really hard to memorize the French, but I couldn't do it. I was like, I'm amazed that I'm comprehending. I can sight read it. And that was good enough for me. That's what we tried. Michael Webb, going for yours next week after some urgent blood tests. Oh, goodness. Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Well, I hope you are taken care of, Michael Webb. I hope they're able to determine the safest route to get you vaccinated. That's scary. Won't tell you the only French you know. I can imagine. Hello, Aviator Poet. How's everybody doing? Okay. Today, thank you, Stephen. Today, we're doing a double feature. A double feature. Thank you, Trisha. Channeling all your frustrations, usually. Peanut butter cups. It's a double feature Thursday on Baking with Olivia. And it's all almond flour based. Some of it's vegan, some of it's not. So we're going to make two things. I'm going to real quick get my drink shaker. Ooh. Shake up my drink. The first bake is actually a no bake, what we're doing. Don't know what it'll find, Martin. The first bake is a no bake. The Little Dove approved bake is a no bake. We may or may not get a whole lot of that one done today just because the freezer is like super full and you need a freezer, but we will at least prepare it. And then, oh, thank you, Charlotte. This is not my kitchen. I just work here in this kitchen. This is my little Dove's kitchen, but it is a lovely kitchen, and I have major kitchen envy. I have room to do all this. I can do lunges in this kitchen. I can't do lunges in my house. I mean, I might be able to. Is there a cat somewhere? Right? Is there a cat in heat? It sounds like my cats, you know, during that day, that time. Okay, so we're doing a no-bake chocolate peanut butter almond bar. Not peanut butter, almond butter bar. So what you need is a bread pan, like so. You need some parchment paper. Da, 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 da. To line our farmers. Now apparently you can like cut on the angles of your parchment and it will help the parchment lay flatter. So you see how I've done this on every angle? In theory, yeah, that works for the most part. Now here's the thing that I'm not tickled about is trying to put batter in this parchment paper. Have you ever thought of making a baking cookbook? You know, I know people ask me that all the time. I don't make any of my own recipes. And even if I did make my own recipes, I don't measure well enough, so it would be a mess. I'm sure people would read this going, what? Hello, Joseph. Martin, are you without water? What's happening in your part of the woods, Martin? Oh, am I going to have to like stir this? Okay, well, that's fine. Whatever. You love to dance in your kitchen. It makes you smile so much and have a good sing as well, even though you're I doubt you're tone deaf. I love, man, when I am like so low energy, I'll put on like some Queen or maybe even some Bonnie Tyler I need a hero, and I will just jam out in my kitchen, and I feel much better. So I'm with you on that, Charlotte. Good, great minds. All right. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to make the base of this cookie. It's kind of a cookie crust-ish. The base is just almond flour, cocoa powder, and a little maple syrup. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. This is a recipe from someone on YouTube. Oh, my Delicious. Okay. I might need some glass bowls today, too. It's going to be very exciting because I need a microwave, and we don't have a microwave in this house, so we're just going to have to make work. Rover's like, it's Avery. You are hysterical, Martin. Okay, so in this medium-ish sized bowl, we're going to do 2/3 of a cup of almond flour. Check that out. Okay, 1 and 2. Great, save that. We're going to use it later. And then it's 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder. I've got the special dark because that's my jam. So 1, 2, and 3. That's done. Whisk. Mix that together with a whisk. And then, where you would usually put like an egg in this, sugar overload. No, there's no sugar so far. 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. So 1 and 2 and 3. So this is technically a vegan recipe. What's funny about landing on Mars? You're excited. I mean, I'm with you, man. Is there life on Mars? Okay, so 3 tablespoons of the syrup, and we're going to mix this in, and it's going to bind it together kind of like an egg would. But it's syrup. Yes, I will make a mess, Joseph. Lola is always watching. You try to listen to classical when cooking. Great fun baking, listening to Strauss. Ooh, I do love Strauss. By the way, you guys have gone down into a Gustav Mahler wormhole. I think we talked about it last week. Hello, Cristobal. Nice to see you. I started listening to his 10th unfinished symphony. He's fabulous. I think I ended up using, I still can't remember if it was the 2nd, the 3rd, or the 5th symphony that I used in a directing project, but it underscored like Norse mythology, you know, about Odin and Loki and all those people. Okay, so I think there is a cat in heat outside the window. I really do think there is. What would I recommend for a first-time baker to make? Ooh, I mean, cookies. They're super, super simple. I'll use that later. Cupcakes are also pretty simple. Sometimes, you know, when you get on websites and they're like, here's the recipe, but here's 10,000 paragraphs of blog for you to get through first. I also am going to go out on a limb and say that my pan is probably bigger than what she was actually working with. I understand why she wants you to put paper in this thing because it's going to be easier to lift it out and cut it, but it is such a pain in the drain to have to, like, oh, and I'm tearing my paper. I'm just going to use my finger. Just doing, which deliciousness are we making? Lori, we are making two things. Right now we're in the process of trying to get these no-bake almond butter bars. I'm going to use a little water on my fingers to try and press this down. Yeah, my baking pan is way bigger than hers. Nope, I'm not doing this with parchment paper. I'm just going to deal with it and cut it out. I'm just going to deal with it being stuck to the bottom of the pan because that's a headache and I don't care. What does, I don't know, Christian. You're around animals. Use your imagination. They're just very frustrated. I'll tell you that much. They sound really frustrated. I might regret doing this without having greased any of this pan. Yeah, cupcakes and cookies are really easy for a good first-time baker. These no-bake things are pretty easy as well. It's mostly just freezing stuff in the freezer. And like I said, they don't have a lot of freezer space, so it's probably going to have to be frozen at my house. Oh gosh, you guys, I'm making a big old mess. A big old mess. And there's no way around it. Okay, so we have pressed the bottom, the crust. That's not my finest work, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just tell you that now. It's not my finest, but we're just going to make it work. Okay. And heaven help us, it may not come out of the pan, but also we're still in quarantine. We're almost at our year mark of living with this pandemic. I say at the end of the day, just take a spoon to this and scoop it like some ice cream. That's really all you need to do. Just as long as it gets to your mouth, you're fine. You can also make balls, like cake balls. Oh, out of this stuff? What kind of dog did you say you have, Christian? You guys are so chatty today, I can't even keep up. If the symphony is unfinished, how does it end? You know, I think it just stops. And you're like, where did it go? Where did it go? Only if you find water, it's a building block. That's true, Martin Hurst. You're right. You are so right. Is the composer lazy and he didn't finish it? I don't know. I wonder if he hey, Google, why is Gustav Mahler's 10th Symphony unfinished? Let's see what she has to say.
According to Wikipedia, 10 by Gustav Mahler was written in the summer of 1910 and was his final composition. At the time of Mahler's death, the composition was substantially complete in the form of a continuous draft, but not fully elaborated or orchestrated, and thus not performable. To find out more, look for the link in your Google Home or Google Assistant app.
So it's kind of like the Game of Thrones series. George R.R. Martin did really good laying of framework and then just hasn't done anything since. Okay, so this will go into the freezer for 10 minutes. Okay, so we did get another rover on Mars. That's crazy. Oh, your puppy saw snow for the first time. Aw. As it was completed with the composer guide. Yeah, that's what I think so. No, I will not be singing that song today, Martin Hurst. No, I will not. Listen to it often enough. Okay, so let me see if I can find some room in the freezer for this. That's a very unlikely scenario, but I don't see this happening. Oh, I did it. I found some room in there. Just landed. Persistence, is that the name? Interesting. Oh, I didn't even listen. I thought everything was done for when the last president made, a space force. But hey, that's great. Okay, so the next step. Actually, let's use this bowl. The next step is the butter filling. So this is almond butter. I would like to know what kind of almond butter she uses that is like not as thin as this. Also, you definitely are going to have to eat this soon because that is just soup. That's just soup, you guys. Oh, you can't see Instagram. There we go. It's definitely not like peanut butter. Although I did buy a natural peanut butter and Laura Scudder's, that's the brand I like, and I made such a mess stirring the oil and the peanut butter to try and get it to incorporate. It's a little annoying. That's great. I do have it in my head, and I'm going to get rid of it. Rover was scheduled to land after 11 a.m. today, so it should be on the ground and sending data to Earth. That's amazing. That's fabulous. Since Joseph is here, I got to say the Water on Mars episode, it wasn't an episode, it was a special. It was a Doctor Who special. It was one of those David Tennant is still the Doctor, but we don't want to give him a new companion, but we don't ever want him to stop being the Doctor. Specials. So good. It was so good. He's so good. They're all so good. Okay, so a cup of almond butter. Why do I need a quarter cup of syrup? That just seems like insanity. So a quarter cup of maple syrup. And a teaspoon of vanilla that I did not pull out. There's the vanilla. So 1 cup of almond butter, a quarter cup of maple syrup, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Lovely. And then we need some salt. Actually, that's going to go on the top. The top of this is going to get finished with flaky salt right up on the thing. So a pinch of salt. There we go. Get the rest of that over there. It's so relaxing to watch after a busy day walking a dog. Oh, I'm glad you are able to relax. Sometimes I feel very frenetic. Blink. Oh, Blink is so good. I heard, now this is something that I heard on the internet, but I'm not for sure, but I heard that like it was Moffat, wasn't it? Was at a cemetery, saw these statues, and he looked away, this angel statue, and he looked away, and when he looked back, the statue was gone. And that's how he got the inspiration for the Weeping Angels. Oh, the Angels Take Manhattan. I was not ready for that episode the first time it aired. I was like, no! Because, true story, it did take a while for me to jump on the Amy and Rory train. But after a while, like, I love them. One of my favorite openings is actually Rory's, is when he goes in his Centurion outfit. Okay, so there it is. It's going to get spread on top of that when it's done freezing, but we're going to move on. It's his whole, I have a message from the doctor and a question. And the question is, where's my wife? And they're like, and the message? And he's standing up on like the deck, the observation deck of the ship, and then like all of their ships start blowing up, and it's Rory just standing there like a total badass going, should I repeat the question? Oh, I love it. I love it. I love it. It's my favorite Rory moment. Favorite of all time. Okay, so we're going to do something different. Okay. Ow. This refrigerator is trying to attack me. Yes, one of our dolls is. Yes, our lovely Roslyn is Persian. She is fabulous. Best new doctor by far is David Tennant. You have an amazing... Tell me, Michael Webb, tell me. You're only part-time Lord, so when you die, that's it. No regeneration. Mary Poppins is a Time Lord. I don't care what any of you say. She's a Time Lord. That bag is definitely Time Lord technology. Tony, I still think it's weird that Tennant had his wife quit. When they, no, you know that not only, oh, hi, do you want to come say hello to everybody? Not only did David Tennant's real life wife play his daughter in a Catherine Tate episode, but she's the daughter, she's the real life daughter of the fifth Doctor, which I think is his favorite Doctor. The fandom. It's great. It's great. Okay, so we're going to, Amy Pond took you a bit of a getting used to, but when you did, it was really good. Yeah, she's really funny in the Jumanji movies. Those were actually really cute. 10th Doctor. Yes. Peter Davidson. He's married to Jenny. And when he has a podcast, David Tennant does a podcast. Georgia, we've got marriage. We've got marriage. That's the only Scottish accent I will attempt to do. We've got marriage. Georgia, David, Georgia, David, Georgia. Yes, David? We've got marriage. Hilarious. Would Snoopy be a Time Lord because of his house? Possibly. Doctorception. Oh my gosh, Christian, sell that to somebody. Technically, I mean, yes, she, in every sense of the word, she is the Doctor's daughter.
Emily, do you want to show everybody what's on your face?
What'd you get into?
Is it toothpaste?
Fine, I won't.
What's that chocolate chip?
She can have them because they're dairy free. Look, Mommy is going to make your day splendid. Hi, Frankie. Would improve. It's been mixed the last few years. I think I got through Jodie Whittaker's first season. I haven't watched the rest of them. I love her. I love them all. You want more of that chocolate? Of course you want more of the chocolate. Okay, we're going to shift gears and make some keto-friendly dinner rolls. Now, I know it's no fun. Just say, let me be a mess, Mama. Oh, the worst. Oh, the worst. Oh, the worst. But you are totally fine. Okay. So, this, let's make it awkward at times. The Doctor's my dad and also my husband. Oh, is he? Captain Jack. Interesting. You guys are fun little chatterboxes today. I'm loving this. Okay, so this is something that when I was doing keto, I needed a bread substitute. And if you want a low carb something, this is perfect. I know, but let's show them. We've got just a tiny bit of butter. You definitely can't have these rolls, but your daddy can. A little bit of butter to grease the pan. Here, how about no, watch this, I'm giving you agency, my child. Yeah, do you want a water? Here's some water. There we go. Okay, so a little bit of butter to grease the pan. Oh, it's your sister's 30th birthday on Saturday. Oh, happy birthday. Happy early birthday. Hi, John. You know what I'm trying. Okay, so a little bit of butter to just kind of grease the wheels down there. It's an ounce of cream cheese and then 1 cup of shredded mozzarella. Also, I don't know if I mentioned this to you guys, but you all need to watch Ma Rainey's Black Bottom on Netflix. I'm sure I said something about it, but so good. So good. Chadwick Boseman. That's, every time I think about him, I just think it's so unfair. So unfair. Anything that's tricky to bake for someone who's allergic to dairy is your nieces. Okay, so almost everything has at least butter in it. But you can oftentimes substitute vegetable shortening like a Crisco for the butter and not have any problems. It's when you start to get into like cakes tend to have more of like a milk in them. You can always experiment with non-dairy milks. What you're doing at that phase, I think, is you're mostly just moistening up the cake, so it shouldn't change the structure too terribly much. But Google is a very powerful tool. Oh, no thank you, Google. I appreciate your attentiveness, though. Hey, Brent, how's it going? Captain L is better than Captain Jack. Well, I think a lot would agree. You want more? What do you say? Show everybody how you say please. Did you see that? She can say please. It sounds like cheese, but she can say please. Okay. Oh, I am spoiling you. Whoops. Okay. Cup of mozzarella, 1 ounce of cream cheese, a little bit of butter. We're going to melt this on the stove top for just a little bit. And I'm actually going to take that out. Oh no. This over here. This is where having a microwave really makes a difference because that would take like no time at all. You'd rather be picked up by Captain Jack? I mean, I know a lot of people who would love to be picked up by Captain Jack. Oh, shoot. I didn't teach her that, you guys. Lori, by the way, Charlotte says, Lori on Instagram says there are plenty of great products that are vegan butter that contain no dairy. So if you don't have the shortening option, if you don't like the shortening option, you can look for like a vegan butter or even just a vegan cheese. I think at the most, it's just going to affect the consistency. Just a little bit. Hello, hello, hello. What do you keep saying? I know exactly what you're saying. I didn't teach her that, I promise. I promise you guys. No, she won't sing that. She will not. I think the harder thing is cooking without eggs. Because eggs are a leavening agent. They cause things to rise, but they also bind stuff together. I've used like a flaxseed water mixture because sometimes babies will be allergic to eggs in their first year. Did you hear that? It sounds like cheese. Please what? Those chocolate chips are melting and you're going to ruin your really pretty jumper. Okay, I'm coming back over here. Gonna check the cheese. To be fair, the cream cheese doesn't really melt. It is gonna soften a little bit. But then in this big bowl, we're going to take a whole cup of almond flour. So I'm working with 1/3 of a cup measuring cup. So 1, 2, 3. Nope, I just need 3 because that was 1/3 of a cup. So 1 cup of almond flour. Oh, I almost messed that up. 1/4 of a cup of ground flaxseed. Yes, of course, Charlotte. And yeah, when in doubt, Google it out. That's my second motto. Don't tell me I used all of the 1/4 cups. No. I know. Arr. Why are you so cute? Why are you the cutest baby in the world? Okay, so the cheese is nice and melty. If you have a microwave, you can put it on for like about a minute. It should melt it right up. Yeah, you're saying please, but do you know that it sounds like cheese? Which I think is the cutest thing in the world. So about a minute in the microwave, the 2 cheeses. Yeah, and then 1/4 of a cup of flaxseed right in here. Yeah. Who's that? You silly goose. Cup of almond flour, quarter cup of flax seed. We're gonna. I love you so much. Put that together. Oh yeah, baking. You need 1 teaspoon of baking soda. What? Baby. That's 1 teaspoon. So once you have all the dry ingredients, and then there it is. A little bit of salt in there. Dig. It's better. Oh, you lost the feed. Did we get it back? Are we good? Are we great? Good. Your niece's first word was pretty. Oh, that's the sweetest. First word was cat. I think mama was your first word. That's what I think. Okay, so 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1 cup of almond flour, 1/4 cup of flaxseed, about a pinch of salt or so. Now we take the melted cheese. And again, you don't have, the recipe doesn't actually call for butter, but I find it helps things, it helps prevent stuff from sticking. If you are going to microwave, if you're going to go the microwave route because you have that option, microwave your cheeses in the big mixing bowl. Make sure it's a microwave safe bowl, and then add your dry ingredients from there. Okay, so from here, it gets a little tricky. If you've got a mixing stand, you can use the mixing stand and the dough hook, because the cheese really does just kind of stick together. But I made these last night, and you can kind of start stirring. I know, but you can't have this because it's just dairy. And once it starts to like kind of clump up like this, oh good, you guys got it back. Once it starts to clump up like that is when I add 1 egg. Tell your nephew's baby loved watching. Oh. What is that? Did it show? Hey, little dove, where are your ears? Where are your ears? Can you show me your ears? Very good. Where's your nose? Where's your nose? Boop, that's your nose. Where's your mouth? Yeah, and what about your eyes? Do you know where your eyes are? Oh, I love her. She is the best. We are cooking. We are cooking. Your nephew called a cup a puck. The only word he said backwards. Oh, that's cute. I know a little baby whose cuh sounds were either P's or T's. Yeah, we're cooking. Do you see? Do you want to stir it? Stir. Oh yeah, get it. His cuh sound came out as a P or a T, and his name happened to be Cooper, and so he called himself Pooper. It was so cute. But then one time, he somehow managed to get chocolate milk. I know, we're cooking. He managed to get chocolate milk on the TV screen, and under my breath, I said, I let an F-bomb slip under my breath. And then I heard him in the other room as I was getting a paper towel going, hutch, hutch, hutch. And I was like, no. You're all done with that, with your chair? Okay. You want to try some of this? You silly goose. Okay. All right, so you can see after adding the egg, it starts to come together. It's still going to be, you know, chunks of cheese. You do that too. All my items for baking. Oh, she likes to hide the spoons. Yeah. I try to be prepared when it comes to baking. I didn't measure this time, but okay, so from this point, once everything is really incorporated, yes, it is, you're right, Pete, it is a time for a head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So once it gets to this phase where it's all just stuck together, wet your hands. Wet your hands with a little water, and you're just going to break it into about 6 balls, roughly that size. Okay. And you could like knead this, but I will tell you it gets really, really sticky. Anytime you feel it getting super sticky, no. No. It's okay. It's just water.
It's just water.
It's just water. Once you start to feel the dough getting sticky in your hands again, just wet them with a little bit of water, and you can work some more with this. You are sneaky. Okay, 2, 3, 1, 2. I'm going to take a little bit from these bigger balls. But of all the keto recipes I found, this was the only one that used like only 1 egg. And it actually tastes delicious. And even though I don't follow that diet anymore, I will make these just because they're so good. And it does reduce some carbs, which is nice. Abraham, my day's been going well so far. How about you, my friend? All right. Roll them into nice little balls. Now, do you have everything but the bagel seasoning? This is what I like to do. You can top these with like onion or garlic or poppy seeds. I like Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoning. Use a little flour if it gets sticky for your hands. That's good when you're working with flour, but because this is cheese and dairy and it's an almond flour, wet your hands for this specific one. You're right though. Normally flour prevents like a pie crust or anything or bread doughs from sticking. You use the flour to keep it from sticking. But in this case, because it's straight cheese and almond flour, definitely do a little water. So we got 6 mostly the same size balls. And
This is not bad. This is a garlic pepper herb, and it's a black one.
you want to try it? I mean, I'm leaving these for your husband to eat. He told me that I wasn't allowed to leave my baked goods here anymore. How do you like them apples? Oh, Abraham, I'm so glad your day was going well. Looks like the Mars Perseverance rover touched down in the crater about 30 minutes ago, right when we went live. Check that out. Serendipitous. All right. Yes, little dove is off. Okay, so once you get them into balls, you can take whatever toppings you want. We're going to do, these are granules. Let's see. You could also season into your, where's my brain? What am I trying to say? There are words. You could put seasoning, you could season or flavor the rolls. So like, because this is a ground, that's what you could do. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to go for the onion. I'm going to take a small plate. And what I do is I take the top, put it on a plate like this, and then you just roll it around like that, and you've got the top to your little rolls. Okay, I did forget a step in the sweet frozen baking thing. The no-bake almond bars. Okay. From here, these are going to bake for like 8 to 12 minutes at 350. I'm going to go ahead and get this started. We'll do 12. And I'm going I'm not going to worry. I usually make these on my pizza stone. They come out nice and crisp. They're not going to rise. They're not going to get like any bigger. It's still just cheese in there. But ta-da! No. Okay, well, we won't tell anybody about that one. That went on a suicide mission to the floor. But there's that. Now, in this next up in this edition of Olivia Uses Every Single Utensil in the Kitchen, we're going to take some coconut oil, switching gears back to the other thing, the sweet thing. Science fiction double feature. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Are you all having a good Black History Month? Black Excellence Month is how I heard it described. Alex Toussaint, one of my Peloton instructors. I like that. Black history is also Black excellence, which is why you're encouraged to watch movies that aren't just about like the trauma of their history, but celebrations. That's why I say watch Ma Rainey's. It's not like an uplifting movie by any means, but it's so good. Come to find out that the recording session August Wilson based this play on, I guess, was the last time Ma Rainey ever recorded anything, which once I found that little bit of information out, it made her that final shot of her in the car and just the look on her face made it all make so much more sense. You got to go do your job, Joseph. Oh, man. Well, if you want to hear the songs, I'm sure we'll have this up on Facebook later. And I'm going to get to the music. Okay, I got to melt this because I didn't plan ahead that much. Come on. Thank you. It's coconut oil. It shouldn't take too long to melt. Okay. Now, once that gets melted, it's technically supposed to be refined cooking. How's the music in Ma Rainey's? Any dolls inspiration ideas? I mean, it's really good. It's really good. The only song they focus on is that song, Ma Rainey's Black Bottom. It's very good. Mom's the same when she's making stuff in the kitchen, uses everything. That's amazing. That's amazing. You're having LGBTQ plus history for the month in the UK. That's amazing. You guys have a lot of history. What's that? There's a pub in London. Did it close recently? Yeah, that's another thing. Black history also includes Black queer history for people like Langston Hughes and Josephine Baker. And Adelaide, what are you getting into? Oh, man. Okay. I'm just going to let that keep going. I'm going to pull up some music because it's just about that time. Oh, thanks, Brandon. I try. I really do try. Get out of here. I don't care about that. All right. We're gonna start with something fun. And then we're gonna go into something else fun. And then we're gonna end on a real fun note. As you know, I've been highlighting Black artists this month. Appropriate. I thought so. Okay, so that's melted. I don't want it to get too hot. This is a 1/4 cup. It should be refined coconut oil. I couldn't find refined oil, so I'm just melting plain coconut oil. Oh, coconut oil is also another good, like, if you don't want to use shortening, but you need some type of oil in place of a butter, coconut oil can sometimes be a good substitute for that, Charlotte. Okay, that's the timer. We're going to put these in. Mix this up, and then we're going to pretend like I didn't make that mess just now. This is, woo! And I bet that because we've taken so much time to do other things that we can get our dough is probably frozen. Okay. Okay, now we're rocking and rolling. Big mess. You can avoid messes by using bigger bowls, but you know, whatever. Everything used from the fire. Yes, we will not be using the fire extinguisher. We will not have need for that today. Okay, so it's been about 10 minutes. We're going to pretend like it's been 10 minutes. Now we layer the peanut butter on top. And after that, we're going to melt some chocolate. I'm going to melt the chocolate individually once we finish the music. I want to sing for you guys today, though. Okay, so nice little layer here. Smooth that out. As a reminder, this was 1 cup of almond butter, a 1/4 cup of maple syrup, a teaspoon of vanilla, and after that is mixed in, you mixed in your refined coconut oil or just melted coconut oil. Layer it on top, and then it goes back in the freezer for another 10 minutes. So speaking of being on top and black excellence, I decided it was time to do a little Beyonce for you guys. Now I'm going to mess my way around this melody. But I know the chorus. I will not be doing the 10,000 key changes that come with this song, but I'm sure you'll sing it. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window panes? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I melt away. Now everybody's asking me why I'm smiling from ear to ear. And I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through these tears. And finally you put me first, baby, it's you. You're the only one I love. You're the only one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one who gives your all. You're the one I can always call. When I need you, make everything stop. Finally put my love on top. Hey, yeah. You put my love on top. You put my love on top. You're the only one I love. You're the only one I need. You're the one I only see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the only one who gives your all. You're the one I can always call. You're the one when I need you, everything's soft. Baby, you put my love on top. There's a key change. And another key change after that. And I don't have those chords pulled up, and the person who made these chords was like, just transpose it when you want to sing the rest of the song. And there's more verses, but again, I don't know them because the person who made these tabs just didn't put them up there. Get my love on top. Yeah, we're gonna be all done with those for a second because you've had a few.
Oh shit. Oh.
I mean, are we at the stage of anything to keep the baby from crying? All right. Mess and Melody go together well. They do go together well. Scones next week. We've made scones. What kind of scones should we make? Actually, next week is a special week. You guys are going to have to tune in. We're going to make some birthday fun for somebody special. And that's all I'm going to say about it. Because I know I watch this. Oh, thank you, Charlotte. All right. So we all know Beyonce is way better than that. I will never compare myself to her. But I just want to, again, one of the Peloton instructors, she's getting ready to have a baby. And for those of you that don't know, that music video for Love on Top was when she premiered her first little baby bump. And I think there was a lot of like conspiracy theories where people were like, she's not really pregnant. And of course she was, but whatever. So this next one, we're going to keep it with Queen Bee. Stay in the Beyonce mode. Let me do these chords real fast. Oh. Every night. So here's a new one. It's kind of got a Valentine's feel to it. Every night I run to my bed with hopes that maybe I'll get a chance to see you when I close my eyes. I'm going out of my head, lost in a fairy tale. You hold my hands and be my guide. I forget how tricky that rhythm is. Clouds fill the stars, cover the skies. What kind of dream is this? You could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. A sweet dream or beautiful nightmare. Somebody pinch me. Your love's too good to be true. My guilty pleasures, I ain't going nowhere. Baby, long as you're here, I'm floating on air. Sweet dream, a beautiful nightmare. Somebody pinch me. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. I mention you when I say my prayers. I wrap you around all of my thoughts. I wish that when I wake up, you're there to wrap your arms around me for real. To wrap your arms around me for real and tell me you'll stay by my side. Clouds fill the stars, cover the sky. What kind of dream is this? You could be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. Sweet dream or beautiful nightmare. Somebody pinch me, 'cause I don't want to. Your love is too good to be true. My guilty pleasures, I ain't going nowhere. Long as you're here, I'll be floating on air. Sweet dream, beautiful nightmare. Either way, I don't want to wake up from you. Oh, sweet dream. up from you. And there's that lovely little Beyonce song. Yay! Oh, thanks, Charlotte. I've been playing for almost a solid year. The other day on my Facebook memories, I think it was like last week sometime, I posted a video of me with my little bee, who's one of the 5 children down in San Marcos that I love. I found one of their toy ukuleles and I managed to figure out how to play I Want to Be Like You. Figured it out and I played the whole thing while holding him and he was just a little chunk staring at me. And look how far we've come. You want to sing this last song with me? We got one more. We're going to give the folks one more song. It's a Pharrell song. This is actually one of my videograms. They didn't give me any song requests. They just said that Baking with Olivia has been a good break from doom scrolling, so I chose this one for him. And now that everything's been delivered, I'm going to give you guys, I'm going to look at these chords. I don't know why I chose such a hard song for myself. Wait. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Let's see if we can do some Pharrell real fast, and then I'll bid you all adieu. It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine is here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air that I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm looking for the lyrics. Cause I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Oh, what is that chord? Oh, it's that one. Happy, clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Clap along if you feel like we're up all night to get happy. Here comes bad news, talking this and that. Don't give me all you got and don't hold back. Well, I should probably warn you, I'll be just fine. No offense to you, but don't waste your time. Because I'm happy, clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Happy, clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Happy, clap along if you knew what that's what you want to do. Happy, clap along if you feel like we're up all night to get happy. Happy, 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 happy. Little dove, are you happy? There we are, we're happy. Let's check these rolls and then I'm gonna see you guys. I'm gonna peace out and try to take care of this silly goose. Oh, come here. There we go. Little keto rolls. Ha-ha. All right. We're well past our hour, folks. But here they are. We did it. We kind of got through some songs. Yeah, check out Ma Rainey's Black Bottom if you haven't. I'll let you guys know how that no bake finishes out. Look, didn't even need any grease on there. And little Dove, would you like to say goodbye to everybody? Oh, come here. Let's say, come here. Can you say, thank you so much for spending the afternoon with me. I had a great time.
Mama.
Yeah, we're all done with that cheese. Can you say bye? We'll see you next week for something really special? Something real special?
Bye.
Okay. All right. We'll see you next time, guys. Bye.